morning and welcome to Sunnyside News, where we bring you only the most positive and interesting information from the heart of Florida right here in Polk County. Sunnyside News is sponsored by Nature's Place, home of the Key Network and Speech Therapy Services. Today is Friday, November 11th, 2016. It is also Veterans Day. I would like to wish all the veterans out there a happy Veterans Day and a great big thank you. Moving right into the good news pieces that I found this week, I would like to tell you about a story that comes from Germany, where there are over 4,000 diesel trains that operate every day there in that country. Well, a company has developed the world's first zero-emission hydrogen train whose only emission into the air is steam. Now, the train was unveiled back in August with more testing scheduled next month. The train will go into operation in 2017 with passenger commuting, and another plus of the train is that it is silent, emitting very little noise. Quite interesting, and what a great thing. This next good news item comes to you from India, where a great percentage of that country, believe it or not, is still experiencing energy poverty, or they have no electricity, so they remain in the dark, literally. Well, two brothers, Anup and Aaron George, have started Avant-Garde Innovations, which is a company with a green heart and soul. They have developed a wind turbine about the size of a ceiling fan that is able to generate enough power to provide electricity to a home equal to about $750 and it's just a one-time payment that they have to make. Now, the brothers are hoping to start in small villages, providing the power to small businesses, residents, and of course farmers. What a great idea. Another news item comes to you from right here in the United States, and of course, as many of you know, Halloween was just a short time ago. Well, a father who has chosen to remain unknown was stuck on an airplane Halloween Eve, flying from Boston to San Francisco with his 3-year-old daughter. He knew she would not have the opportunity to go trick-or-treating, so beforehand, he prepared ahead of time a pumpkin-shaped note attached to pieces of candy that he passed out to his fellow passengers, asking them to participate in his daughter's Halloween and pass out the candy to her when she came down the plane aisle for trick-or-treating. He gave the passengers the option, of course, not to participate, but how could you resist something like that? So naturally, it was a huge success. And what a great idea. The next story comes to you also from India, where Ramu Gaviti has 6 acres of land that just 9 years ago was yielding an income of only $180 a year. But now it is bringing in more than $7,200 per year thanks to participating in agroforestry. Now, this is a project that has slowly begun turning his land from dry, cracked, and barren to a lush, vegetated, moist land area supporting trees, fruits, vegetables, and wildlife. Now, this was done by slowly introducing specific plants and vegetation, as well as the development and channeling of a water source, of course. This was done with the help of the BAIF Research Development Organization that was the guiding source of information for Gavati and other farmers. What a great story that is, a happy ending there. You know, as I mentioned earlier, today is Veterans Day, and Veterans Day, of course, is the annual holiday here in the United States to honor those men and women who have served in the military during all the wars, not any war specific, but all the wars, particularly those veterans who are still living and with us presently. Now, Veterans Day is always observed on November 11th, which is the anniversary of the signing of the armistice between the Allied forces in Germany back in 1918, which ended World War I. Now, my own father served in the Army back during the Korean War experience, so I would like to take the time out to thank him for being in the military, for his service to our country, and all of the other men and women who gave their time for the United States. So a great big thank you. Moving right into the events of this weekend, I would like to tell you that playing all weekend long will be Little Mermaid. This will be at the Harrison School of the Arts in Lakeland, and you can get further information by calling 863-499-2855. Also happening on November 12th from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. is the Red Ribbon Run. This is again in Lakeland. Now this is the largest youth run in the area. It will be a half marathon and a 5K. You can get further information by calling 863-802-0777. Also happening on November 12th is the Honeybee Festival and Craft Fair. Now this will be in Bartow from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's everything celebrating the honeybee. There's going to be crafters and food vendors and artisans. This is a free event, and you can get further information by calling 863-519-0508. Happening on November 13th in Lake Wales at the Lake Wales Little Theater, they are presenting Sweet Surrender. This is a comedy that is taking place back in 1942. You can get more information by calling 863-676-1266. As usual, I would like to leave you with a quote for today, and that quote goes, "Being aware of a single shortcoming within yourself is far more useful than being aware of 1,000 in someone else." And that was said by Dalai Lama. So that is our program for today. Thank you for joining me for Sunnyside News on this Veterans Day. Go out, have a great weekend, partake in some of those events, and definitely join me again next week for another edition of Sunnyside News. But remember to always keep your sunny side up. Bye for now.